Breaking news, breaking news, breaking news. Diddy's mom's Janice Combs sued for fraud by Bad Boys Records co-founder Kirk Burrowes. Sit back, listen to this, don't miss a word. It's a new lawsuit. This is the way it's played out. Make sure you subscribe to my daughter's YouTube channel at Juanita Mecca Audio. Alright. You know what it is, Unique Mecca Audio, man, yo. So we got Diddy's mom, Janice Combs, is being sued by Kirk Burrowes, right? Sean Diddy Combs' mother, Janice Combs, is the target of a new lawsuit filed by her son's Bad Boy Records co-founder Kirk Burrowes. So you understand where we at with that. In a lawsuit filed Wednesday, February 26 in Manhattan Federal Court, Burrowes claimed Janice, 84, secretly and unlawfully assumed control of his 25% ownership stake in Bad Boys after Diddy, the 55-year-old, allegedly, coerced Burrowes into signing his share, threatening physical violence. Diddy violence? Do y'all believe that? Let me know what y'all think about Diddy and this violence, man. In court documents obtained by Us Weekly, Burrowes claimed that he only recently learned of Janice's alleged fraudulent concealment of her attempt to take over his stake in the 1996 Bad Boys creation, and says that his allegations isn't hampered by the normal 6-year statute of limitation, because normally it's a statute of limitation on anything you found. Meaning, only thing don't have a statute of limitation is murder, and now the charge they got Diddy under, that New York joint. Burrowes further alleges that Janice engaged in a decade-long scheme of intimidation, violence, fraudulent misrepresentation, and financial concealment to strip him of his rightful ownership and interest of Bad Boy Entertainment. Now, the music pro goes on to describe an appalling incident where Diddy, 55, allegedly stormed into Burrowes' office over at Bad Boy and made threatening statements while erratically wielding a baseball bat, right? Now, Burrowes claims Diddy then presented him with a contract he had never seen before. Don't this sound, because we riding, don't this sound like that Vanilla Ice Suge Knight thing where he allegedly hang him off the balcony to get a couple of percent of Ice Ice Baby that sold all those platinum records and paid a good multi-million-dollar check? If Suge did that, he a bad joint. You know what I mean? But now, right, under extreme duress and in a justified fear for his physical safety and life, Burrowes did not read the contract, but nevertheless signed the contract presented without the guidance of proper legal representation, is what his lawsuit claims. So you understand, right? Now, he later discovered his signature on an afforded contract conveyed away his rightful 25% ownership interest in the Bad Boy Entertainment. In other words, he later found out that, okay, he signed one joint under duress, right? He was scared to death because he came in, Diddy allegedly wielding a baseball bat. So Kirk Burrowes signed the one, right? So after he signed the one, now he finds out decades later that that signature that he signed under duress is now on a new paper to conceal and steal the ownership from him and put it in Janice Combs' name. You understand where I'm at? Now, right? So he later, like I said, discovered the signature on a forwarded contract conveyed away his rightful 25% ownership interest in the Bad Boy Entertainment. Burrowes also claims that Janice claimed she would rectify the theft of his share in the company, but instead systematically sabotaged his career by blacklisting him from various music industry events, companies, gatherings, and business opportunities, and engaged in a concerted effect to destroy his professional reputation. So he tried to make him look like a crackpot, you know. In his suit, Burrowes is asking for compensatory compensatory damage, whatever you say. Y'all correct me on that in the comments. You know the rat bastards is lurking. You know what I mean? Compensatory damages of the value of his 25% ownership stake on the return of his ownership interest, right? He is also requesting an independent audit of Bad Boy earnings from its inception and punitive damages. That means all that billions, because it had to make over a billion. If Diddy got left with $1 billion, that means that and he been spending, for all these years. So it probably made about $2 billion. So he might be a billionaire if he pulled this off, right? In his suit, Burrowes is asking for compensatory damages, like we said. He is also requesting an independent audit of Bad Boy earnings from its inception. Burrowes previously filed a lawsuit about a 1996 incident in the U.S. District of the Southern District of New York, which found him legally defiant and outside the statute of limitation. So that's when the law was working for Diddy. Now it's not working for him anymore. Now, the Second Circuit Court of Appeals upheld that decision in 2006. Burrowes filed a similar lawsuit in the New York Supreme Court, which was dismissed by the Appellate Division, First Department, because of the statute of limitations issue and a lack of sufficient factual support. They say he ain't have enough to prove his case. Last year, Janice released a statement in support of Diddy after his September 2024 arrest on charges of trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Now, this is what Janice said. She said, "I come to you today as a mother that is devastated and profoundly saddened by the allegations made against my son, Sean Combs. It is heartbreaking to see my son judged not for the truth, but for a narrative created out of lies." She told Us Weekly at the time to bear witness what seems to be like a public lynching of my son before he has had an opportunity to prove his innocence is a pain too unbearable to put into words. She continued, "Like every human being, my son deserves to have his day in court to finally share his side and to prove his innocence." So Janice is going hard for him, right? As well as Diddy is currently in jail awaiting trial. He has denied all allegations against him, and that's where he's at. Do y'all believe that Diddy had nothing to do with this and that he's innocent? His mother done stepped up, but now we dealing, because we riding. We dealing and we riding with Kirk Burrowes. Now, Kirk Burrowes, the relationship between Sean Diddy Combs and Kirk Burrowes, it's marked by significant legal disputes, primarily revolving around the founding and ownership of Bad Boy Entertainment, right? Here's a breakdown of the key points. Bad Boy Entertainment's origins. Kirk Burrowes was a co-founder and alleged co-founder and held a significant role, including chief operating officer and general manager in the early days of Bad Boy Entertainment in the 90s. Disputes have risen concerning Burrowes alleged 25% ownership stake in the company. Now the legal battles, right? This the legal battles that these two has been having for the longest, right? Burrowes allegedly 20 Burrowes alleged 25% ownership stake in the company, and the legal battles is Burrowes has filed multiple lawsuits against Combs. These lawsuits include allegations of sexual assault and coercion, physical violence and intimidation, financial extortion, and career sabotage, being forced to relinquish his ownership stake in Bad Boy Entertainment. There are accusations that Combs, along with his mother, right? There are accusations that Combs, along with his mother, Janice Combs, acted to unlawfully seize Burrowes' stake in the company. There have been previous lawsuits in the early 2000s that were dismissed. Key allegations. A central allegation involves a 1996 incident where Combs allegedly used a baseball bat to intimidate Burrowes into signing over his ownership stake. There are also allegations of Combs engaging in sexual acts in the workplace and forcing Burrowes to view them. Now, could you believe all this is going on, right? So all this is going on is like what is really going on over there, Bad Boy? That's what I want to know. You know, too much is going on over there, Bad Boy. But there are also allegations of Combs engaging in sexual acts in the workplace. And the current situation, recently, new lawsuits have been filed that have been brought these issues back into the public eye. In essence, the history between Diddy and Kirk Burrowes is one of a close business relationship that has deteriorated into a series of serious legal conflicts. Yes, 25% of Bad Boy. That's a good bag. That's a good bag. Now, do you think that Kirk Burrowes legitimately has a lawsuit, or you think that he's just saying this to say it? Somebody put it in the comments. Kirk Burrowes is also saying some wild accusations, but Kirk Burrowes is family too, so I'm not even gonna go there. But he made some accusations of Diddy doing some extra things to him, and we're gonna report on that later on. But I'm gonna call Kirk first before I do it. But this is crazy, man. Just sit back, enjoy the ride, and know that if you own the copyrights to something, let's just take this to simple YouTube, right? Let's take this to simple YouTube. All right. Diddy owns, Jay-Z owned their music on Bad Boy. If somebody used their music, then, they take them to court and they get them for copyright infringement. If they use their logo, they get them for trademark infringement and so on. So if someone use your video and you don't like the manner that they use it and you don't want them to eat off it, you have the right to contact YouTube and let them know that you don't want your video used in that manner. That's the same thing like if they took NBC and, they had someone smoking cigarettes and now it's a big no-no to smoke on screen. So NBC would say, take my product with my brand off of that channel that's violating my brand. So if somebody makes a YouTube video violating your brand, you have every right to report them, because the same way you watching it play out in real life with Meech and 50 Cent, 50 Cent is ruining his brand. Meech done pulled a good card out the hat. Meech coming back, man. Meech getting his barons back to deal with 2025, because we know he went in 2006 or 5 or something like that. So he a little 2 decades behind. But, right now, Meech is sitting there and he goes at 50 Cent for slandering and defamation and ruining his brand. And the crazy part is, he may just get a bag out of that. Meech may get a bag out of 50 Cent yet. And that's going to be another crazy chapter in the BMF saga, Because the way 50 attacked them and shut down the concert, all they got to do is show how much they would have made at the concert, and hold 50 responsible, and then say that made them stressed because they couldn't pay their bill, that's the rest, and, all this other crap. But that's how all this play out, man, So it's the same thing, man. Somebody use your material, you own it, you should get paid for it. That's why Kirk is asking for his 25% because they use his knowledge of putting together Bad Boy, being allegedly one of the co-founders with Diddy, and then they done pushed him out, and now Diddy done put his mother in, and this is where it's at, and all kinds of allegations is going on, but it's a lot of things going for the bag. Now, Kirk might get something out of that, too, because even AI says that Kirk was the co-founder. It didn't say he was the alleged co-founder. So AI must know something that we don't know. So that's where we at right now, man. But make sure you subscribe to my daughter's YouTube channel at Juanita Mecca Audio. Subscribe to Unique Mecca Audio Prison Stories and Mecca Audio TV. Hit the notification bell, hit the like button, and you already know the Cash App is on the screen. Unique Mecca Hall. Hit the icon. Make sure it say it was created in 2020. And I'm out of here.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Let's go. Mecca audio, Mecca what? Mecca audio, Mecca what? Mecca audio, Mecca what? Mecca audio.
Fresh out the can of 26, he back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio.
Mecca what? Mecca audio, Mecca what? Mecca audio, Mecca what? Mecca audio, Mecca what? Mecca audio. And we gon' do it like we gon' do it like we keep it moving like we gotta do it like
Get it live like 2 G's in the 90s. Drop top beamer so shiny. I let shorty go, she was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spin a couple bands on the dapper Dan. You be back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be whoring uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, we got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours, so we can give back to the
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.
Mecca what? Mecca audio, Mecca what? Mecca audio, Mecca what? Mecca audio, Mecca what? Mecca audio.
fresh out the can of 26. He back on the strip, getting back in the mix. What he mentions a gift. You stand up 10 toes down, and I suggest you pay attention to this. Take a little gully posse and put it in Harlem. He cut from the bottom, came up from the bottom. Drop the book, you should go and get it. The Instagram page and the YouTube, you could go and visit. Then you could consider yourself LinkedIn. Sit front row and get Jews from a kingpin. How he went through it, so you ain't gotta go do it. To not pay attention would be stupid. Talking about a man that probably put your grandfather on. Probably the reason that him and your grams got along. A man that generated millions on the block, did his time, never squilling to the cops, Mecca audio.
Mecca what?
was whining. Treat her like my past, she behind me. Spend a couple bands on the Dapper Dan. Yui back again, getting green like a Packers fan. No cap, it's a roaring uptown. They be horn uptown, Dominican bust downs. Now we on the positive, Yui got a lot to give. Now he trying to stop the kids from being inoperative. So take heed, homie, lend a ear. He started in uptown, he gon' finish dead. But now it ain't about selling drugs, buying cars. It's about buying property to make the community ours, so we can give back to the.
Cheers, cheers, toast the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime, the crime.